Hello everybody, this is Kimberly from forthekids.net, and I'm showing you kind of the end part of a project that you can do for Mother's Day. We started with an 11.5 by 17 piece of paper and a little pot. If you're not handy dandy, this pot template will be a free download on my TPT store called Lessons in a Bubble. But basically it's 5.5 inches tall, and then I cut the little strips and freehand cut out the wedge. So I don't measure them all exactly, but there will be a template for you. I center where I want the pot to be on my piece of paper in the end, and I draw a pencil line so that the students know where to start their stems. If you have students that are younger than, say, 6, you might want to do the stems yourself. My little Bella, she helped me do these stems, and she's 6, and we've done a lot of art, so I'm super proud of her. But you might want to place the stems yourself. Some students will do more stems because then they know they can do more flowers and they'll get to have more craft time. Up to you. So the pot will be a download. After the stems have been painted on, make sure you leave it overnight for them to dry, especially if the students are doing the stems because they get heavy on the paint. And of course, the more paint, the longer it is to dry. So I always leave it overnight between painting the stems and painting the flowers. The flowers can be done a couple of ways. These were fingerprint flowers. We switched the colors up a little bit. You could have students choose one color. You could offer them an array of palettes. My palette had a few colors on it, and I ended up not using the blue. I don't know why. I just got carried away with the other colors, but we didn't use the blue. So we'll save it. Or you can use Q-tips. I did this one year on the side of little glass flower pots, and they just did the flowers and bumblebees, and we used the end of a Q-tip. Either way, Q-tips you can throw away, so they're super cheap, and you don't have to wash them at the bathroom. And fingers, I think, are better than paintbrushes because in 27 years of teaching, I've not ever had a sink in my classroom. So letting their fingers be the paintbrush so they can take them to the bathroom to wash has worked out really nicely. So after you paint the stems, you're going to do the flowers, and I would leave the flowers again overnight or a long period before you do the yellow centers. In my resource K-5 classroom, I would do the centers and then laminate them instead of having the kids come back 3 days to make, get a paint mess and have to walk to the bathroom, because it is classroom time that they're coming, and you don't want it all day, every day, that they're just getting their fingers full of paint. So here is it so far, and then I'm going to pan over and show you the one that I did with Bella when she was 4, so her hand was smaller. So here's another interpretation of the craft where she did her whole hand and the flower stems on one day, and then came back and did the flowers, and then I did the yellow. So the bottom of the pot is just wrapping paper. I got 1 roll of wrapping paper this year, and I'm sharing it with 4 other girlfriends. So you can, guys, all pitch in on the flower pot paper. And I always am watching this. This one I found at Home Goods. I don't know if you have a Home Goods near you, but they have wrapping paper. And right now the spring wrapping paper is beautiful, and it's not too expensive. And so this is my Mother's Day craft. And the pot will be on the TPT store, Lessons in a Bubble. And this is Kimberly Jacobs at forthekids.net. Bye.